Cold weather is no fun for anybody out there. Our pets, same situation.
Yeah, the best advice is to always bring your pets indoors when it gets this cold. But some animals will have to go outside. So here for some ideas for keeping your pets safe in this cold weather, Amy Johnston with Young Williams Animal Center. And you have one that's all bundled up. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Who have you brought with you today?
This is Sassy. She is a year-old Chihuahua mix, and she's sporting a coat today to keep her warm in this very cold weather.
All right, and you have some tips on how to keep our pets safe and warm and all that type of thing, right?
Absolutely. You know, the first thing you should do is definitely not leave your pets outside in this cold weather. That's our first recommendation. But if for some reason your pets are outside, we highly recommend that you have the proper shelter for that animal, where it's housing where it's against the wind, where it's not getting all the wind, and the bedding should be at least off the ground, should be dry, should be warm. So if you have to leave your pets outside, that's what we recommend.
And you want to look your pets over very closely, check the collars and their paws too, right?
Right, because if they get wet, especially if they get wet, they get even more cold. So you should always make sure that you should keep their coat and their fur dry. And then also, being outside, sometimes they could pick up toxic chemicals such as antifreeze and things like that. So you always want to make sure you wipe your pets' feet and legs off when they come inside.
All right. You also have Feed Well on there.
Feed well, yes. You should definitely consider feeding your pet just a little bit more during the winter, just so they're making sure they're getting the proper nutrition.
Yeah, I felt so bad for a member of our neighborhood. I think they lost their dog this morning. We're trying to wrangle him in. He was having fun out in the snow and chasing after him. So I know you definitely want to bring those pets in. Any final word of advice?
One thing that I learned today with doing some research on this is that with this cold weather, sometimes animals lose their sense of smell a little bit, and if they get lost, typically they can smell their way back, but in this cold weather they may not be able to. So make sure that your pets all have proper ID and their microchips are up to date. So if they do get lost, we can contact you if they come to the shelter.
Okay, good information. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
A little sassy.